What is going on, everybody? It's Jayzinho here, as usual, joined by my favorite crew, the fellow members of the footy culture, to chat a few different heated topics in the world of football this past weekend. I mean, look, we got Canadians balling, we got tears, we got joy, big transfers, big losses, but I want to start with a very interesting transfer, one of the biggest of the summer, I think, because Gyokeres Eze has joined Arsenal from Crystal Palace. $90 million is the fee. Gyokeres Eze, former Arsenal youth product, boyhood Arsenal fan. The announcement video with Arsenal legend Ian Wright, pretty emotional. I think, man, the Arsenal media team knows what it's doing because that video was class. You know, basically like a coming back home vibe. Like, let it all work it out. They're playing on the social media trends. Like, they know what they're doing. Fair play. But the main question I want to pose here, or the main discussion, if you will, is, look, Eze was released by Arsenal at 13. And I'm sure that made him cry. Boyhood Arsenal fan, like I said, I'm sure he was absolutely scarred from it. Rose up the ranks, QPR, Crystal Palace, a little bit in between. And basically, what I want to ask is, should players kind of get down on their knees to go back to their boyhood club, really kind of yearn for that when they were done so badly by them? Or should they spite them and be like, you know what? I was released at such a young age for nothing. And, you know, I should want to beat this club every time I play against them. I should spite them. I shouldn't want to have anything to do with them. What's your guys' thoughts on this topic? Because a lot of the dialogue around this transfer is, you know, Arsenal's a family club. You know, it's all Eze ever wanted. It's all Arsenal ever wanted is Eze to come back. What are you guys' thoughts?
I can see it both ways. I know as fans and just people that just watch football, you can see in a different way. Like, oh yeah, like even the way I saw it in the beginning, I saw it as, why would he go to Arsenal? Why not go to another team in London and then just freaking kill it? Go off for Spurs and show Arsenal like what they truly missed. Look at me, I'm at Spurs, I'm the man here. When they face Arsenal, he goes off, bags 2 goals there and that. We know how good Eze is. But if you think about it as a player and the way he was at, in the position he was at when he was younger, his team was always Arsenal. That was his favorite team. To go back to a team and prove them wrong at that own club and be like, you know what, you guys released me, but now I'm going to show you what I can really do. And if you really think about it, another player who kind of did this, who wanted to do this actually, didn't really work out properly, Lukaku, when he went back to Chelsea, right? I swear had an interview before when he got when Lukaku signed again
arrival
with Chelsea. He made an interview saying how he always wanted to prove that he can do it at Chelsea. That's why he wanted to go back to Chelsea. I remember that video.
No, I know what you're talking about. There's a clip when Lukaku played for Anderlecht. They went on a little like field trip to Stamford Bridge when he was 16, and he's in awe looking at the pitch saying, you know, basically like, I'll die happy if I get to play here. It's my absolute dream. But yeah.
Yeah, so I can see it both ways. Like as a player, yeah, you might be a little salty, but man, that's the club you always wanted to play for. Like he said in his interview when he got he signed, he said Henry was his favorite player. Funny thing, he's actually got a FaceTime with Henry in the video, which is pretty cool. He was actually crying or getting emotional as this. So again, like storyline, everything just worked out for him. So I think that was just the best position. The thing I don't like is he kind of played Tottenham, right?
Who cares?
He played Tottenham. He used them as a way to kind of push Arsenal to get that signing. I don't know if you guys saw as well that supposedly he called Arteta or someone from Arsenal saying like, last before I sign, like, is there anything you guys can do? And I think, and hopefully, something happens. But obviously with Havertz getting injured, he signed there. So would he have signed if Havertz didn't get injured? I don't know.
I can see where Eze's coming from. Young kid being released by your boyhood club at 13 years old. I'm sure at that point he couldn't really understand why or for what reason. Definitely there's some external factors that go on, the footballing side of things. But I'm sure as he matured and grew up, kind of understood that sometimes you just gotta let it all work out, and ended up working in the end, right?
Fair.
Yeah, I agree with what Eze did. I think when you get released by a club that you love your whole life and the team, the the academy that you played for, Arsenal, like you kind of want to prove yourself, as you were saying with Lukaku. Like you want to prove yourself in the biggest stage for the team that you love. Like imagine going to Madrid because Barca dropped you.
I was legit about to bring that like
Because you're going to
storyline. Like, what if Barca drops you? Would you go to Madrid?
because you're going to Real
Hell
Madrid.
nah.
We don't even have to make it Madrid. Like let's say Girona.
No, it's a good comparison because Tottenham's a London team, so it's like
Yeah,
they
that's
hate
what-
each other too.
That's why I was. Or maybe not Girona. Who's it?
Espanol.
No,
Espanol.
but it's not the same level.
Like a city rival, yeah.
Like a city
Not
rival.
the same level though.
Maybe like let's say Villarreal or something. I don't know. Someone like of that like stature, but not Madrid. I feel like it's too high. But you're gonna want to play for the team that you always want to play for. Obviously, I think Isaiah, this was the easiest choice to make in his life, and he was gonna take that every single day. No reason to take anything else. You're not going to Spurs, ruin your career, even though they played pretty damn good this weekend against City. But you're not going there. You're going to Arsenal, man, and they need a left wing, and he's gonna play on that damn left wing.
Yeah, but look, at 13, that's such a monumental stage of your life in terms of growth. And I'm sure he was upset getting dropped. I think in a lot of ways, you want to get revenge against that club that dropped you.
But if you're just not good enough, maybe you're just not good enough at that age.
Because, okay, because he got released at 13 and not like 17 per se. Do you think like he attributes, let's say, him getting dropped by Arsenal at 13 to part of the reason he made it to this moment? Do you think he used that as fuel, or do you think like, nah, like it was kind of young and he doesn't really like feel like that's a part of his journey to where he is now?
I think he 100% used it as fuel, to be honest. Like, because even if you look at like his journey, it wasn't like he got released from Arsenal and then went like immediately to like another Premier League academy. Like he worked his way up through the ranks. Like he was grinding out at QPR. Like they're in like the 3rd division, I think, at the time, right? He grinded out there for a minute, then went to Palace. When he first got to Palace, like Palace weren't the greatest. Like they were, lower mid-table team, and then he just really kind of found his way into his own. And I think he made peace with it all because he won trophies with Palace too. Like he didn't just like get up and leave. Like they won, I think, 2 trophies in the last season, right, with him. So it's like I think he kind of did his thing, and then he went back to where he wanted to be. And I think he definitely used it as fuel, and it all worked out in the end, right?
Yeah, I mean, he got Crystal Palace, their first European berth ever in club history. So I don't think the Palace fans will be too salty about that because, look, Palace is a London club.
Yeah.
So technically is going cross town to rivals per se. But yeah, another thing I found interesting though is Eze did say that every time he would go to play Arsenal, he treated it like a trial. Do you guys think other players do this with certain clubs?
Wait, so does he mean like he's trying harder? What I'm taking from that is he's gonna try harder to kind of prove that he's the guy, right?
Yeah,
Or
he
sort of
he framed it in a sense that like every time I play against Arsenal, I want them to notice me and see how good I am.
Damn.
You guys think other players do this?
100%. I think it's just naturally a thing. I think in that situation, obviously that's your boyhood club, like you want to show up. But I think players do it all the time when they're playing, like especially when they're playing for a team where like they know they're the best player on that team, and you're playing a bigger side. I feel like it's always a tryout. You always want to go out. You always want to show out, and then a lot of times I feel like that's how players end up getting their moves. Like it'll be like one game where you're playing against like a top 4 side. You turn up, and then in the summer you're gone to that team. I feel like in the Champions League it definitely happens a lot too, especially for those clubs where you're not playing against the biggest opposition all the time. Then a player will turn up like crazy in the Champions League, and then next thing you know they're getting a move. Right? I think it happened with, I want to say it was Shaqiri. Right? When Shaqiri first made his move, I think it was when he was playing for Basel. And I think it was against Bayern. He turned up like crazy, and then next thing you know, he was getting the move. I think with Salah as well, when Chelsea first signed him, it was because he turned up against Chelsea in the Champions League as well when he was playing for Basel. Mm-hmm. It's definitely a thing, man.
Do we think Santos versus Barcelona 2011 Club World Cup final is Neymar's tryout for Barcelona?
Yeah, that was 100% a tryout because all the PR, the media attention around it. Neymar was on the podium for the player awards beside Messi and Xavi. They were hugging, they were kissing. Like it was almost like a predecessor to his stint at Barcelona. But I also think low key, Ollie Watkins always plays sick versus Arsenal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too bad Arsenal don't want
but
him.
they just never sign him.
Because remember, like before Gyokeres came to the club now, Arsenal's kind of been always looking for a striker
Yeah.
the last couple of years.
Yeah.
And Watkins always seems to turn up versus the Gunners. You know who always used to low-key turn up against the Gunners? And is a former Arsenal fan, Harry Kane. He would always low-key cook against Arsenal.
But he could never go there.
But he's a boyhood Arsenal fan.
You think that he can make that move to Arsenal at Spurs from Spurs?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Why not?
Nah, that can't happen.
Why?
Bro, so you think Spurs are gonna let that happen?
So you think obviously with Eze going to Arsenal, London club to London club, Kane would get more hate if he went from Spurs to Arsenal
100%.
because he didn't win him anything realistically. But then again, even if he did win Spurs a trophy and he went to Arsenal after that, that's still kind of mad if you think about it. Would you think the Spurs fans would be like, "Oh, he got us a trophy, it's fine,"
No.
or is that just the levels of like a Crystal Palace to a Tottenham?
Well, I think
They're kind of the same scenario.
no.
If he didn't win, if he won a trophy,
No, it's not the same scenario at all. Like Palace and Arsenal are not. They don't have like a rivalry like the North London Derby. It's not the same.
yeah, but it's a London team.
It's like completely different.
Chris
There's
Paul's
like
a
a
big club.
1,000 teams in London.
I guess.
It's not the same. Not even close to the same.
Yeah. You're trying to say Harry Kane could have went to Arsenal from Tottenham scot-free.
I don't know.
No.
I don't think.
man,
I
I
don't
don't
think
know.
you would have made it.
Dude, like, are you too young to remember when Sol Campbell went from Tottenham to Arsenal? He got crucified by the Spurs. They wanted him dead.
That's true. Or when what's his name again? Left back Cole. Cole went from Arsenal to Chelsea.
They were calling him Cashley Cole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
They don't rate him at all anymore.
You can't move to big club in the top
It's
six.
so fun. It's actually so funny. I watched the video, and someone went to the Arsenal stadium, and they asked all the Arsenal fans, "Your best XI, London XI," and they can never say Cole as left back because they hate him that much. Like, not that guy. Cashley Cole never. They would put anyone else before him, and we all know he's one of the best left backs.
Which is kind of crazy because now I feel like Arsenal and Chelsea, like they're transferring players like every window. There's
That's
at least one, if not more, every
No, it's
window.
always Chelsea to Arsenal.
Well, sometimes the other way around too.
I don't remember. one.
okay. Does that raise the age-old question? Has football gone woke?
Too soft. I don't know. I don't know. It seems like a little. It's weird because like Chris said, it's always Arsenal buying from Chelsea, not the other way around. So it's a little odd, and it's I don't know but the players never get slack. It's almost like Chelsea is like relieved to have the player gone like 9 times out of 10.
It's different because they're not selling like their best players. They're selling like Madueke. Ooh.
Madueke, Havertz.
Havertz, they want him gone. Even though he won them a CL, they want him gone. They didn't know what he wanted to play.
I think
Like,
Sterling at one point too, right?
Sterling, they didn't care.
I think it depends
Take
on
him.
the quality of player. Because when you saw
Yeah, that's what I'm
Luis
saying.
Figo go from Barcelona to Real Madrid, bro, they're throwing pig heads on the pitch.
Yeah.
Pig
Yeah.
heads, bro.
Once like a huge like if Cole Palmer was to go to Arsenal, you'll see shit flipping.
You think?
100%. Like Cole Palmer, you're not letting that happen. Chelsea's not letting that happen. Or if you saw,
Saka go to Chelsea.
yeah, like Saka go to Chelsea, like stuff's flying off the walls like that. That's not happening. Like by the way, no one cares. Like, go 50 mil, thanks. It's different. It's different.
Side note, though, I do think every time Verratti played against Barca, he treated it like an audition.
That one I could see.
Too bad
That one I could
PSG was
see.
a prison, bro. And he was at
He wanted
gunpoint.
to go.
He was at gunpoint, though, bro. That's what I heard.
I low-key don't think he wanted to go. I think he just wants to make money, man.
He's always been a little bit of a bread getter.
But he's in
But I'd
Qatar
say-
right now,
Yeah.
making money.
But
I don't think he cares.
I guess like on the topic of Eze, kind of wrapping things up here, is it now his team? Is Arsenal Eze's team,
No.
or is this still Saka's team?
How is it as his team?
That's why I'm asking you a question. Is it Eze's team? Like, is he now? He's the number 10 at Arsenal now. Is this now his team? Like, is he going to be the one pulling the strings and getting the most touches on the ball?
He's got to be a bona fide top 3 player at Arsenal for it to be his team.
You don't think he
Let alone
is?
top 1.
You don't think he's top 3 player at Arsenal?
Saka.
Who
Saliba,
else?
Gabriel.
You're putting two defenders as the
Yeah.
top players.
I am putting 2 defenders.
Can you put Gyokeres into this? He might be that guy. 2 goals on the weekend.
against Leeds.
Who are they playing?
Against Leeds.
Doesn't matter.
Newly promoted Leeds.
Doesn't
And
matter.
we're bigging up Gyokeres.
That's
Doesn't
basically
matter.
a championship game.
It doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
That's like him scoring against bottom feeder in Portugal.
It
bro.
doesn't matter.
That's
Two
like him
goals.
scoring against Rio Ave.
2 goals.
Famila
2 goals. He slicked his hair back and he scored 2 goals.
That was crazy.
I don't know how well this goal scoring streak's gonna hold up, especially against the bigger sides too.
I don't know.
I still need to see his opposite or his goal scoring against the bigger sides. You know,
But if he could continue this streak, let's say he scores only against the smaller teams, but he scores in bundles, so 2-3 goals against the small teams, but then against big teams, no goals. Can he win this top goal scorer? I know we talked about this before, but we didn't see him play. Now we see him play.
does Hugo Ekitike play lacrosse?
If you're putting Ekitike in there, sure.
I think you have to, bro. He's
Sure.
already got on what 3 goals?
3 goals.
I think it's 2. Is it 2 or 3? It's 2
2
now,
goals?
right?
Either way,
I think everyone has 2 right now. Everyone's got 2.
So 2. I think Holland has 2 as well. Yeah, it could be. I don't know. There's a lot of good strikers in the Prem this year. We had a drop off of strikers, but now, yeah, they're balling out in the Prem right now. Okay, Ekitike. If Isaac could come back for Newcastle, I hope he does. I hope he stays at Newcastle because that'll make a top 4 a lot more exciting.
Come on. Does Erling Haaland play darts?
I was about to say Erling Haaland.
Does he play darts?
No, I
Is
think
he playing snooker
bowling.
at the tables? Because he's winning that top scorer trophy.
does Salah play water polo?
I don't know. I don't know if Salah will win it this year, man.
Salah's not the main guy in there.
And it's AFCON too. AFCON year is always tough, I think, to win top scorer. He's going to be missing at least 4 or 5, maybe 6 games during AFCON. It's always busy for the Prem during that winter period too. And this year, I think AFCON's a little bit earlier because of the World Cup. I don't think Salah's winning it this year.
Plus, you guys are forgetting João Pedro as a shout. At top scorer, he's killing it for that CFC side. Keep the blue flag flying high.
Always, bro.
I don't think we forgot, bro. He's not winning the top scorer, bro. No shot.
Why,
He's not winning the top score, bro. It's just not gonna happen.
bro? He has what 5 games for Chelsea, like 5 goals, 6 goals already.
It's the Club World Cup tax.
They scored this weekend.
I don't think he's gonna score enough goals for Chelsea to be like the top scorer. I think he's not their 9. I feel like he's gonna start playing a little bit as like a second striker. I think he'll be involved a lot more in like the creative aspects of the game, but he's not gonna be just that out and out 9 that's like bagging. Like he's not scoring over like 20 goals. And I don't think you have to score, I think, over 25 to have a shot to win the scoring title this season, I think.
No love for Benjamin Šeško though.
Doesn't even start.
He's not even playing, man.
Where are my United fans at?
I think Mbuemo maybe has a better chance, like from United.
Mbeumo? No.
He looks pretty.
Cunha.
He looks pretty
Cunha,
gassed,
Cunha.
man.
I think Cunha has
Mbeumo.
more chance to get more
Yeah,
goals than him.
he's higher up the field.
creative though. Maybe I don't know. Mbuemo I think is like the guy.
I don't
eventually.
think. I don't think this the way that United's playing is gonna last though. I think they're gonna have to use Šeško.
Yeah,
They're gonna need that big man up top, and then probably push Cunha out to left and Mbeumo on the right.
Guys, look, I mean, there's so many names. Let's let the fans decide. Who do you guys think is going to win top scorer in the Prem? But I want to go back to Eze at the 10. 10 is an iconic number at Arsenal. We're talking Bergkamp. We're talking Van Persie. We're talking ESR. Emil Smith-Rowe.
he had the 10.
He had the 10.
He did.
He was the last one to have the 10.
He was the last one.
Damn.
But there was a hiccup in the 10 for 4 straight seasons at Arsenal. And I don't know what Arsene Wenger was thinking with this one. Because William Gallas wore 10 for 4 seasons at Arsenal. At center back.
Actually, didn't know that.
You guys didn't know that?
Manes.
Seriously? I
Manes.
didn't know that.
You what? You guys didn't know?
I thought he wore
I
like
would-
number 4.
I would never guess a defender
5.
to wear 10.
I mean, same thing as like last at Madrid. He also wore number 10, right?
Yeah, but look, from 2006 to 2010, William Gallas wore 10 for Arsenal, playing center back.
Interesting.
What was Wenger cooking with that one?
You know what? I think some clubs, the number 10 doesn't hold that much value. You know what I mean? I think for Arsenal, 14 is the number.
Yeah,
Then
but that's
Henry,
one guy, though.
Henry, then Walcott, and now Victor Gyokeres. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
I see a pattern of decline in that list that you named.
Better than those number 10s, low key, no?
No, William Gallas, bro.
Come on, bro.
Smith Rowe, maybe I
Gallas
guess.
was a good player, but like maybe he was a cam back in the day.
He was CB.
But no, not during that time. Like maybe when he was younger.
I thought you were gonna say because I'm pretty sure Wilshere wore 10 as well.
I
did.
forgot to mention him. He did.
I thought you were gonna say Wilshere, but now hearing Gallus, that's even worse. That's
Bro,
crazy. Too.
Arsenal with the 14, they're 2 for 2.
2 for 2.
2 for 2, bro.
Who's the 2?
Walcott and Henry.
Walcott.
And Gyokeres is about to be 3 for 3, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Here we go.
You think? Just a quick question. Thinking about this number, you think Saka would have been better if he got not better? Like it would have been better for him to get to 14 for his legacy because he's 7, right?
I don't think Henry's his idol.
No, but knowing that, like you said too, like it's true. Some teams have different numbers that have more meaning for the team. Would have meant more as a boyhood player. He came up the ranks at Arsenal. For him to wear 14, I feel like that's a better storyline than giving it to a guy Gyokeres, Swedish guy that just came from Benfica or wherever he came from. Sporting.
Maybe he's a
You know what I
Ronaldo
mean?
fan.
Unless he's a Ronaldo fan. Unless
probably
Saka's
is.
a Ronaldo fan.
Probably
But,
is.
like, you don't think he would have got pushed? Like, I don't know, media wise, like your what's it called? Your own brand, publicity, people, your own your own people. Arsenal, like from their side, be like, Saka, you should take the 14.
But why can't they make the 7 big for Arsenal?
Do his own thing.
Why does he have to copy other players?
Because it's how it is. Like people were saying, how Lamine Yamal, you should stay 19. No,
I think he should have stayed 19.
No, 10 is the number for the team. Like it makes so much sense. Arsenal is 14. Manchester United is 7. It's just ingrained in the freaking spirit and soul of the club. 14, bro. That should have been Saka's number.
I'm sure he was like pushed to wear the number 14.
I don't even think like 14's that big of a number. I don't think Arsenal
For
has
you, no, because you're a Juve fan.
No.
What's the number at Juve?
10, but like,
Exactly.
but no.
Who's the best number? Who's the best player on the team?
right
At
now?
Juve. Yeah.
Yildiz,
What number is
did
he?
you wear?
10.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay.
Because what? What does it mean to the team?
Okay, but that's a different story.
For you, it's a different
No, but like,
story.
yeah, the 10 is a big number for Juve. But I don't think Arsenal has a big number. I don't even think the 14 is that big of a number. There was 2 players that were good that wore 14. Yeah, the best player ever.
People put him as the best Premier League player ever.
Is that like that big of a number for 2 players to ever wear? Well, not ever, but I'm sure there's other players that wear it. But like 2 players that we know of that wore it. Like what? It's like just copy Henry. Everyone's got to copy Henry.
No, but for that team, he's legit like the guy. Bro, he's said as the people could say he's the best Premier League player of all time.
So when Henry got to Arsenal, how come no one told him what number to choose?
People make their own legacies. Like
So why
Messi-
can't Saka?
It's not gonna go anywhere.
Yeah, I got you.
Sure.
You stumped him in his tracks.
Yeah, he did low
But
key.
to close that out, I do think that, like was mentioned, I don't think Henry was necessarily Saka's idol. I think he has been quoted to say that Ronaldo was his idol.
Yeah.
And look, Ian Wright was Henry's idol. Henry didn't wear 8 at Arsenal. Ian Wright did. But look, I want to talk about, we were talking about a 10 a little bit there. I want to shift focus to another great number 10. The number 10 that plays for Canada, Jonathan David, made his debut for Juventus this past weekend. And what honestly looked like, this past weekend might have been one of the greatest weekends for Canadian footballers ever, because we saw Jonathan David, the first ever Canadian to play for Juventus, become the second Canadian to ever score in Serie A after Tajon Buchanan, who became the first Canadian to score a hat-trick in La Liga
Crazy.
against Girona for Villarreal. Guys, talk about my Canadian ballers right now.
All I gotta say, bro, August 24, 2025, mark it on your calendars. Staple in Canadian football history, bro. Staple.
You think, bro?
Yeah, look what happened during the weekend. Joe David, Iceman, bags on his debut for Juventus.
What a player.
When has a Canadian played for a big team like that?
I don't know.
Starting.
And like, bro, he's so calm on the ball. Like he plays like a European. It's crazy. I think these Quebecians, Quebecans, they're just built different. They're built like a European player.
From Ottawa, no?
Is he from Ottawa?
He's from Ottawa.
Mm-hmm.
Awkward.
But he's Haitian, so he has French roots.
Okay, he has some European roots.
Central
Awkward.
American.
But
You gotta get this guy in geography class.
yeah, I gotta get some geography. But no, he plays like a European player. Like he's so calm on the ball. It's
He's
crazy.
played there forever. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what makes him
He's
so
been in Europe
good.
his whole life.
That's what makes him so good. He's just calm on the ball. He's ice cold,
Iceman, eh?
Yeah.
bro. He's always in the right spot, makes the right pass, makes the right decision. Bro, he's a baller.
So are you standing by your statement of him
Yes.
being the best striker in Serie
He
A
is.
this season?
Yeah, he is.
Damn, bro.
That's all I gotta say. He is. You'll see.
Lauti doesn't have something to say about that?
Nope.
What about Thuram?
Nope.
Well, Lorenzo Luca.
But they're not even buddies. Thuram and Lautaro. They got into a fight.
What's
It's,
Kamaka?
it's Joe. Those guys don't mean anything. It's Joe David, man. But for Tajon, I just want like him go to Villarreal is so good for him. They give him so much like freedom. Like he just gets to do whatever he wants. Like just watching the highlights of him. I didn't watch the whole game, but I watched the highlights. He has so much open space on. They play a 4-4-2 and him on the right mid. Right, he has so much open space.
Hey, he's not playing wing back,
Yeah,
which is good. And he can use his pace. Like I think it was the first goal he scored. Like you can literally he checked in for the run and then boom, he was gone. And then the right back knew right away. Okay, played over the top, and no one was catching him. Great finish in the first goal too. The other two maybe a little bit of luck involved, but hey, you got to be there to score. And I think that the way Villarreal counterattack with that front two, Nico Pepe up top was balling too.
yeah.
It could be a good season for Tajon, man. Like I think he finds himself in a lot of open space, like you were saying, and dude, I wouldn't be surprised if he has like maybe a double-digit goal season for
He's already at 3.
for Villarreal if he can stay healthy, right? Definitely with the way they play, very counterattacking oriented. So I think it'll play in his favor, and who knows, maybe he works his way up to either another team in La Liga or maybe he finds his way back to like one of like the top sides in Europe again, right?
The only thing with him playing well right now is that teams are gonna study it, obviously, and they're gonna realize what can we do to counter his speed. Maybe take a step back and not allow him to get that overhead ball. Now, can he continue to thrive if they're countering his play style? That's what's gonna take. If he could take that next jump, then that's gonna solidify his Canadian excellence.
Yeah, but definitely huge, right, for the national team. Obviously heading into the World Cup, some somber news as well. Though I think Alistair Johnston did his hammy, so he'll be out. I think for at least the next 3-4 months. So a big blow for Celtic there as well. But yeah, overall, other than that, man, the Canadians were cooking. Davies might be back soon too.
About time.
About time.
It's looking good for Canada, man. All you gotta say, right?
Dude, it's looking so good for Canada heading into 2026. Obviously, it's a World Cup year, so if you have your top players excelling, it's only going to be good news heading into, the World Cup here on home soil. And, man, I'm so proud of our Canadians. Tajon, I feel like he's excelling so much in La Liga. He has the space. He has technical ability that I think he's able to shine. He's been given the keys on that right flank, and what a performance on the weekend. Like, who would have ever thought a Canadian to score a hat trick in La Liga? Like, come on. Like, I couldn't even dream of that growing up, and we're seeing guys achieve that. A Canadian to play for Juventus, starting and scoring for the biggest club in Italy. Like, I couldn't dream of things like that growing up.
Yeah. Like growing up, that wasn't even a thought, bro. It wasn't an imagination. It wasn't something we were thinking about,
I mean, I dreamed of it, but
Sure.
I'm here.
That's crazy.
But no, like you said, to finish off with this Tajon, talk, we have to see our players at the highest level and playing day in, day out. So it was a smart move. You know what? You might have think, he didn't do too well at Inter. You know what? He lost his chance. But to be honest, did he really? Because as you said before, we need our players to play. It's a World Cup year coming next year. So you have to play. You have to show who you are, what you can do. And at Inter, I don't think he was getting the same chances. Not at all.
No.
And definitely not in the position he wants to, too. So
Yeah.
we need Tajon to kill it, and he's doing it right now. So congrats to him, man. Keep killing it.
Yeah, we 100% need him higher up the field.
Yeah.
He needs to get that.
4-4-2, baby.
He needs to get those games under his belt where he's going to play in the national team.
He needs that also. Yeah, like you said. He needs that what's the word? That muscle memory of shooting on target, just to have those chances, because like at Inter, he wasn't attacking as much, right? For Canada especially, he plays as a winger.
Yeah.
He's a winger, like full on right wing in the 4-3-3 or whatever we play. At Inter, he was not playing that role at all. At this, again, at Villarreal, yeah, it's a 4-4-2, but like he said, he's making those runs up top.
Yeah,
he's the first one to make those runs with the other two strikers. He's the third player there. So for him to get those repetitions as an actual winger, get shots on target, take your chances, do it at a club that clearly likes him because they brought him back. He was on loan there first, right?
Yep.
So now that he's back in a team that actually trusts him, fans love him clearly. The guy's excelling. He did a crazy ass backflip after he scored. bro, I'm telling you, the fans love him, the team loves him, and he loves it right now. So, up the Submarinos,
Yeah, yellow
Yellow
submarine.
Yellow
Submarine.
Submarines, man.
You can't have a player that athletic playing right back.
Exactly.
It's unconstitutional almost.
Dude, I didn't realize he's stupid fast, man.
Yeah, but you knew that though.
No, I knew he was fast, bro. That one goal where he just hit it and ran, dude. I'm like, oh
Remember, he's
my-
coming off an ACL tear.
I'm saying, I'm like, oh my
Yeah, he
gosh,
didn't lose
the
his step.
left back had nothing on him. He's got to keep using that pace, man. He's killing it.
Yeah, and obviously a little shout out to some other Canadian players balling at the moment. Ismail Kone was playing great for Sassuolo, got an unfortunate red card, but he was playing great in the game.
Yeah, he
He
was.
was playing pretty unreal. I'm sure he'll be able to find a home at Sassuolo. Our boy promised David a goal on the season. Ready to take over Europe. Champions League debut coming up.
Gonna be mad.
Chouanier linking up with Son
Yeah.
at LAFC.
Crazy.
Balling. Canadian ballers are putting it on, and I love to see it. I love my Canadian men's national team.
Shout out Les Rouges, bro.
But let's shift focus a little bit to, maybe something a little somber for most, because on the weekend we saw Al Nassr take on Al Ali in the Saudi Cup final, and this was a chance for Cristiano Ronaldo to finally get his first official trophy for Al Nassr. It went to shootout. Kessie, he scored in regulation and the shootout, and there was a lot of tension because we witnessed Ronaldo during the shootout start praying to the heavens that he could finally win a trophy for Al Nassr. And you thought that it would finally be the moment. He would finally lift a trophy for those Al Nassr fans. But it didn't end up happening as they lost another final to Al Ali, who won the Saudi Cup. And there was a lot of banter and discourse on the social media world where a lot of fans were saying, Ronaldo is, in shambles, like absolutely praying to the heavens during a Saudi Cup shootout compared to Messi in the World Cup final shootout, not even breaking a sweat. What are your guys' thoughts on this? Has Ronaldo absolutely lost the plot? Has he gone insane? Has not winning trophies in Saudi absolutely just gotten to his head?
Yeah, of course. He hasn't won a trophy since he was at Juve, I don't think. So what, 2020 maybe? Like, that's a long time. 5 years for Ronaldo not to win a club trophy, a team trophy. He's won like those fake trophies.
Dubai door.
Yeah, those don't mean anything. But I think he wants that team trophy, and I think he wants that recognition to oh my God, we won for Ronaldo, we won with Ronaldo. He wants everybody to he wants to be the main. He wants to be that main character there again because I feel like he's fallen off from that a little bit now.
Yeah, because it's crazy because he brought everyone to that league. Yeah, all his ops are winning trophies but him,
Yeah.
Crazy, man. I haven't seen Cristiano play like that before. How desperate a man has to be to pray like that for a trophy? Hasn't won in years. Man's praying to God, Allah, Vishnu, Jehovah, everyone. He's desperate.
Yeah, the footage was showing him practicing multiple religions in one sequence.
Crazy, bro.
What he does for the game. Will Ronaldo win a trophy? Let's put it down right now. Will Ronaldo ever win a trophy in Saudi?
What comes first? His 1,000 goals or a trophy?
1,000 goals.
How many goals is he off? I guess is the question.
100?
Oh, if it's 100, then I think the trophy comes for sure. There's got to be some type of trophy that is going to be able to win easily. There's got to
what?
be at least one. I don't know, dude. They definitely have some type of little cups here and there.
Like a World Cup? Like the
well,
Club World Cup?
No, Club World Cup, no, but probably some type of Saudi Cup. There's got to be some type of Saudi Cup, not
They
the
just had
league.
one.
Like a Super Cup or something. He's gonna win a trophy.
He's 61 goals off 1,000.
Holy smokes.
He's winning the trophy first, I think.
Yeah, you reckon?
Yeah, I reckon.
Well, he broke a record during that game that he unfortunately lost. First player ever to score more than 100 goals for 4 different clubs.
Damn.
How crazy is that?
W, man.
United, Madrid, Juve, and Al Nassr. First player to do that. That is also legacy right there. Will we ever see another player ever do that? No, I don't think so. Ever in our lifetime or ever again.
I don't know about that.
4 teams, he scored 100 goals. Some players don't even score 100 goals in their whole career.
Ibra must have had been close to that.
Yeah, I was gonna say Ibra probably.
Close, but I don't think
He doesn't have it.
I don't think
He
was
probably has it
close.
for,
He was probably the second, but not even
Milan,
close.
United maybe.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of who else like could even do something like that. Like
That's the thing. It's nuts.
Like
It is
Zlatan,
nuts.
Zlatan had 100 goals for sure for two teams
PSG and
Milan.
Yeah.
I don't know if he had it for Inter or Barca or United
no.
or Juve or
Barca's in for
Ajax
2
I don't
seasons.
think so.
or Malmo.
Maybe Lewandowski's maybe, but even then I think he has probably 3 for sure, but definitely not 4.
Yeah,
Did he have more than 100 at Dortmund? He was there for a couple of
Probably,
years.
I think so. I'd
He
imagine.
did. They showed the T-shirt.
Yeah.
For you to
Bayern,
Yeah.
Barca, I'm sure he's close,
Yeah.
if not already passed.
Barca,
right?
he probably passed.
Well, Mario Neymar had over 100 for 3 clubs, not 4 though.
Yeah, I was gonna say for you to get her 4 clubs, the longevity you have to have is insane. Because he's been at clubs for like over 5 years too. Like it's not like he just stayed there for a year,
Exactly.
like a couple of years, got the 100 and left. Like he stayed there for time. Like United was there for what 4 years, 3 years. Real like 8 years. Juve 3 years. Like he's stayed there for a decent amount of time at every club.
Well, you have to, right? To be able to put up those kind of numbers, you have to be there for like a decent amount of time.
It's crazy. No, kudos to him. I'm wearing a Ronaldo shirt right now, actually. But
Yeah.
let's see this. Long, see
All
this.
right, Bagsman.
Actually, I forgot to mention, he actually broke another record that game too.
Damn.
Ronaldo becomes the first player to lose the most ever finals. 12 finals he's lost.
Moving like a Juve player, eh?
crazy.
With all these final losses.
Perfect fit.
That is pretty crazy. But the crazy thing is that like he's also still been able to win so much while losing so much as well, right?
He's-
Like,
You're
You're
always
only
there.
you're put in those positions of losing so much, of course, because you're gonna be you're in those positions, right?
Yeah.
Like the fact that you're in the positions to always be in finals is also a good thing. Like it's crazy that he's always in those finals.
Yeah.
You can't win every single one, right?
yeah.
It's wild.
Well, does Ronaldo's 100+ goals for 4 different clubs cement him as the greatest goal scorer in football history?
I think it has to. I think at that point, facts are facts. You could see it in the records. If he's doing that day in, day out at every single club he's at, there's nothing else you can say. Like at the end of the day, years from now, decades from now, people are gonna see him breaking all these records. Look what he did. 4 teams, 100 goals more. He has to be the guy. He has
Champions
to
League
be.
too.
Champions League, Mr. Champions League.
Yeah.
Like how
Does
many
he have
goals
over
did he
100
score in
goals in Champions League?
100%. He has more goals than
Yeah.
100 goals in
It's like
Champions League.
130 or like
Does that
140.
count as 5 leagues then?
No.
I don't know about
Might,
that.
bro.
But it's true. Like, I think personally, you have to put him as the best goal scorer in all of football. And as a Barca fan, I'm glad he is, bro. Like what he's
You're
done.
glad he is.
Yes, bro.
I don't see the correlation.
What?
Clip that.
Excuse me?
Clip
No, 100%.
What do you mean by that?
I saw him when he was at a wee old boy at Manchester United, man, and seeing what his legacy has brought him to, scoring 100 goals for those many clubs, man. Like he's beating 1,000 goals for sure. And when he gets 1,000 or more goals, then no one
think
can deny it.
retires.
Even Messi fans can't say anything. Ronaldo will be the best goal scorer of all time. 100%.
But, like,
Hold on.
Truth comes out.
Yeah,
Did,
go.
did Pele play cricket or something?
Bro, that
Because
guy's
he
not-
has over 1,000 goals.
does
He
it,
has,
bro.
he has
Yeah, he does.
400 backyard goals, 300 street goals.
Nah,
No.
don't disrespect him. Bro.
Hey, FIFA officially recognizes that Pele has 1,283 goals.
Yeah, they'll do that just to make sure Ronaldo doesn't come close to it.
Exactly.
Why?
Because they don't like Ronaldo.
Really? You don't think
They're
so?
the enemy of the league, of the federation.
Yeah, but that stat
FIFA?
was cemented before Ronaldo existed.
By who? By FIFA?
Yeah.
When?
When Pele retired,
That was stapled.
it was recognized. Yeah.
Could
I don't
be.
think so.
But I mean, like, what do you think is the greater feat? Like, would you say that Pele with the 1,200 goals
Oh, from back in the day, they don't come close to the.
from back in the day?
You don't think it was
level of
tougher
football
playing back
today.
in the day?
No.
No, I
You don't think
I
so?
don't
Playing
think
on
so.
muddy pitches, the ball was a square, not
There
even a
was no
circle. bro.
offsides, bro. The
Yeah,
guy could
I-
be touching
That-
the goalie.
That's fake news, bro.
I think some aspects of it is definitely tougher for sure. Like you definitely don't have like the quality of training, the quality of lifestyle, pitch. Like there's definitely I think, pros and cons and ways you can argue in both. But like I think 100% like without a shadow of a doubt, like the competition is I definitely think a lot higher now than it was then. And I think like for that reason, I think for me personally, like I think I would value the Ronaldo goals a little bit higher just because of like the sheer competition that he had to face consistently throughout that time. Obviously everything else helps with that, like, the quality of like, lifestyle, the training they get, being flown around, this and that. I know it's all better, but I think it still takes more to score that many goals in the modern era than it would have like back then when the quality of competition wasn't as great.
If Neymar was to stay in the Brazilian league his whole career, not get injured, would he have more goals than Pele?
No, he's not a pure goal scorer like Pele or Cristiano were. So I don't think so.
You don't think he'd have 1,200 goals
No,
in just Brazilian league?
no chance, bro.
No, because even I think the
I
quality
think
of
it would.
competition in the Brazilian league itself has definitely also gotten
Yeah,
better
now.
versus what it was before, right? So it's like even then, like it's just not gonna happen. I don't think. I think back then you were probably seeing some more like outrageous score lines. Nowadays you don't really see outrageous score lines as frequently, right? In the Brazilian league, like are you seeing like 6-7-0s like frequently?
Did Neymar just get killed? Like not that long, like last game?
Yeah, he got hurt.
No. Like he cried because they got killed.
Oh yeah, because the fans and whatnot were complaining.
They lost like what, 5-0, 4-0?
Yeah, they got smoked, bro.
I don't know. I definitely think you can make an argument both ways. I think like obviously if you're looking at just like the sheer number and being the first to do it, obviously you got to say Pelé. But I think like if you're looking more so at like recent times, I guess tougher competition you can say, then I guess you got to give it to Ronaldo, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I agree because like before I spatter you go.
Yeah, go.
Like I agree. Like sure, like you're saying, oh, people might say that Pele, yeah, blah 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 this, and you might like Ronaldo fans might say, oh yeah, but like it's the technology that's helping him out. The way he's now, he's more of an athlete now. But it's like you can also say it as a way as defenders are doing the same thing. Like the people that he's up against are the same thing. It's not like only him and forwards are getting better. The defenders are also getting better. Now there's ways to track how an attacker attacks you, what he likes to go. He likes to go to his left foot, right foot, this and that. So for Ronaldo to do it at a level where the defenders are also producing high level stuff, it's also like a good thing. It's
But-
crazy to see.
A cheeky rebuttal to that.
Yeah.
If we compile, let's say, a list of the top 10 defenders of all time, I think at least half, if not more, are from pre-2000.
You think so?
Think about it. Beckenbauer, for sure, top 10 list.
Yeah.
Bobby Moore, for sure. Baresi, I already got 3.
Maldini technically was 90s.
Yeah, prime. I could name guys like, Carlos Alberto, Jaume Santos, Nilton Santos, Daniel Passarella. Ballers. Like, if you compile a legit list, at least half are pre-2000. So are we saying, is the defensive quality that much better?
I think what people are not realizing, and it's gonna come in a couple years from now, maybe a decade from now, people are gonna realize back then, like a decade before, behind 10 years before their time, bro, Chiellini was one of the best defenders of all time.
No shit.
Vincent Kompany, one of the best defenders, if not he could be in conversation as the best center back of all time in the Prem. Van
I thought
Dijk
you
is
were
also
going somewhere else there.
Van Dijk is
me
also
too.
there. Piqué, Puyol, Sergio Ramos, man. Sergio Ramos is in that conversation
Silva.
as well. Thiago Silva, dude. There's so many players
Yeah,
that.
wait till all these guys retire.
That's what I'm saying. Wait till they are retired, and not even then. Wait like 10 years from then, people are gonna realize, you know what? The 2000s, the early 2000s, 2010s era, though that was a peak for me, obviously because I lived through that. Man, that was a peak defending era, bro. Sergio Ramos alone was like, even again as a Barca fan, what Sergio Ramos has done for football really showing out what defenders are about, bro. I love Ramos.
Sure, you're not a Madrid fan, bro.
Besides you,
Crazy
man.
Cristiano
Besides you.
and
You glazed so many Madrid players, bro. What are you talking about?
That's crazy, bro.
I still think the early 2000s was the best era, though. I know the 90s have great center backs, but like 2000s was, I think, the most brick wall center backs you'll ever see. We go back to William Gallas.
Yeah, but will a brick wall?
That's some
will a brick-
crazy first
will a
name.
brick
If
wall?
you go back to him,
I'm
hold
a
on,
Jets.
hold on,
Will
Sounds
a
like
brick
Red
wall
Bull, dude.
defend in today's game?
huh?
Will a
Legend
brick wall
King.
defend in today's game?
Van Dyke.
He's not only a brick wall, man.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not.
What else do you do?
He's agile. He's
Ah,
quick.
see.
Takes more than that, bro.
Bro, every single player. I can name like 10 guys from the 2000s that
No,
do the
I agree
exact
with
same
you.
job.
I'm just saying like the people like the Bobby Moore era, like nowadays.
Bobby Moore could ping it. That's why he was there.
I didn't even
Dang it.
mention Bobby Moore a couple minutes ago.
Yeah, you
You
did.
did.
I did?
Yeah, he was like
Oh,
the
my
second.
Can't trust this guy.
He was like the second guy you mentioned.
Yeah, and you could also mention guys like Giacinto Facchetti and
Who?
Claudio Gentile.
Schirea.
Gaetano Schirea, the best
Who?
Juventus defender of all time, arguably.
You could.
The
You
fact
could.
that like the general knowledge people don't know him, right there.
Okay,
bro.
Are you
General
general
knowledge, bro.
You're general knowledge.
Exactly.
So you don't have ball knowledge.
I don't know my Juventus defenders from the 1900s. Sorry.
Legends, bro.
I said the 1900s.
It was like late
medieval
90s.
times, bro.
That's talking about Dixie Dean over here, bro.
And hey,
Jousting, bro.
technically, Lothar Matthaus was a sweeper.
Yeah.
If we
At
wanna,
times,
if we
yeah.
wanna get down to the nitty
Bro, but
gritty,
he's in Matt's list of best of all time.
Best
Mid-
midfielders, yeah.
Midfielders of all time. So you can't put him
Did
in
it
center
in two
back.
positions, bro. Technically.
In his older age, he was center back. Like when you hit 30, I think he.
Dude, one of the best Juventus players of all time, John Charles, Welshman, dominated for Juventus in the 50s and 60s. He was a striker / sweeper.
Yeah, that's my.
But nuts.
guess-
Remember
and
those
guess
commentary
what,
on the
bro?
radio back in the day?
Chiellini's better than him.
But do you think that like just says something about the quality of player in that era?
Like
What do you mean?
Like that a player can literally go from like say being a trained striker to also being like a sweeper. Like you would never see that nowadays because that if you took Erling Haaland and played him sweeper, he wouldn't last. Because
You don't know that for sure.
You
No,
literally do.
no,
You literally do. 100% you do.
no.
It just wouldn't happen because nowadays like there's so much more training and so much more, tactics and you just need to have
all
more general
The fact,
football
bro, the
IQ.
fact that you said that, Jay, I'm sorry, bro. That makes me sad, bro.
Like,
you
it
don't,
just-
you don't
wait,
rate defenders.
Wait.
You're saying a striker or a midfielder could do what a defender does. Is that what you're saying? Are you saying that you don't rate defenders?
Play this guy center back next game. See if you can do that.
Yeah, put your center back next to him, huh?
I'm not professional.
So what?
You can play any position.
You're not
no?
playing professional level. You're playing.
He's not John Welsh.
Exactly, bro.
That is
It's not like we're putting you in a professional environment
Okay,
playing
okay.
center
Tier
back.
Messi.
Wait, wait,
Center back.
Wait. I heard
Come on.
I heard a mention of tactics. Someone mentioned tactics, right? Then
Sure.
some of the most celebrated coaches and football philosophies of all time comes from that era. We're talking Rinus Michels, who created total football, which is the reason Cruyff exists, and you go up the tree, which is the reason Pep Guardiola exists, which is the reason Mikel Arteta exists, and so on and so on.
Yeah.
We're talking Tele Santana, who has the most beautiful attacking football of all time. That's 80s football right there. So if we're talking tactics, everything stems from that era.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It all comes from it. Like same guy. Football comes from the first guy who kicked the soccer ball ever in his life. It all comes
Yeah.
from somewhere, but it's changed over time.
But
You're
those
not
guys were the
you're not
masters
driving,
of
You're
it.
not driving the Flintstone car, are you?
But they're
You're
the
driving-
masters
You're
of
driving
it.
the most modern car there's in the
But
world.
those guys are the masters of it.
the
Yeah,
master is
they-
the guy who created the wheel.
Things
And you're driving
change.
the car.
Started
Yeah.
it.
No,
Yeah, they
I
started
don't agree with
it.
that.
No, I think like
agree with that.
I understand where you're coming from. Like definitely like there is still those brilliant football minds that were there at that point, but there wasn't like the pure combination of one, I think like dedication to the game. I think like at that point like you weren't necessarily like being trained from like 3 years old to making your debut at 16, like playing in an academy, kicking ball every day, kicking ball at the highest level every day.
Which you could say is an advantage to those players in terms of like a greatness because they had less time to perfect their craft.
But it also means that like the quality of themselves, but also the quality of player around them wasn't at the same standard.
Okay, so I just did a center back or a defenders list where at least half was pre-2000.
Okay.
Let's talk top strikers ever. At least half is pre-2000 as well.
But do you think that's mostly because like you've seen their full career play out? You have this
There's some of
history,
that.
You have this lore about these players. But like, dude, like Dave was saying, like if you go like
10 years from now.
20 years from now, you're gonna be Zlatan Ibrahimovic is mythical man. Like
Wayne
No, but-
Erling
Rooney.
Haaland
No,
is
but-
a Viking.
But
like,
those careers are done. So we could analyze that to a decent level.
in terms of what? Like
Their careers are done, so there's not more for them to do.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you're
but
gonna go off like,
there's so much nostalgia, bro. That hasn't hit yet for players like Wayne Rooney and those guys. Like, yes, there is. Like,
No,
people
there's a
know that.
high amount of nostalgia
But
for
no,
like
no,
people
I'm
are
telling you, bro.
people say Wayne Rooney is the best English player of all time.
Yeah, but
that's
still,
that's
there's still
nostalgia
time,
right there.
bro.
You retired a minute ago, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
I think
Still
I think
time.
Rooney's a bad example because there is a lot of thing. But like someone like Haaland when he retires, or someone like I feel like someone like Kun
No,
Aguero, like there's
Yeah,
not
like
that much.
does Alan Shearer even like scratch anyone's nose that's like less than 20 years old? That now that they've seen Haaland reach the record in 1 year.
I think it's more so just
No.
like Prem fans.
No, Alan Shearer is nothing now.
I don't want nothing.
He's nothing
bro.
now. Top
Nah.
5 Prem, he's not.
he's pretty much Chris Wood.
Haaland beat that in 1 year in the Prem. He
Pretty much
already,
Chris Wood.
he already erased Alan Shearer's name from the wall. of the best in the Prem.
How? He's still top scorer.
Who?
Alan Shearer.
For
like-
Haaland beat his
For now.
He has like most goals ever.
He has the
in
most
Prem.
goals ever for
Give-
now.
give-
But
again, we'll wait till Haaland retires. Wait till Haaland
You think he's
retires.
gonna retire at City?
He'll retire and maybe in the Prem. We'll see. Is
Maybe he
City,
does.
is City not
He does.
an end? What's the called? Like,
Bro, when Pep's gone, so is he.
he's going to Barca.
cap,
he's
bro.
going to Barca. But
bro, he's
that,
in
that,
fit
that's
Barca,
another topic.
bro, man.
I got a cheeky question.
Yes.
So you're a striker. Are you more scared of going against the defenders of the 50s, 60s, and 70s, or 2010s, 2020s?
Am I a striker in like
2000s?
modern time? Like, am I a striker today?
Yeah.
100%. I would be more afraid about going against the defenders from nowadays
Why?
because they're stronger than me. They're faster than me. They're as intelligent as me. They've been playing football their whole lives. If I'm going and playing in the 50s, I'm cooking them all.
You're cooking
I'm
them all.
cooking them all.
Dude, Gyokeres can
Bobby
will
Moore,
cook.
I'm cooking him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what about the lack of protection from referees? What about how aggressive
Brother,
and how...
I'm fitter than all of them. I'm
Bar
stronger
is
than
how
all of
old?
them. I'm quicker than all of them. Dude, they put the ball over the
Wait,
top. I'm gone.
That's not a factual statement.
It is.
Nah.
is.
Pelé ran a sub 11.
Okay.
You're not fitter and faster than him.
He's not playing center back.
No, but
so
I
I'm not
mean, like
scared of him.
that's one example of an athlete from the 50s and 60s.
Yeah.
What's a
You're
sub
saying
11?
you're saying Bobby Moore wasn't a
Skating meter.
fantastic athlete?
Oh, okay.
You're
I don't-
saying
I don't
Franz
think
Beckenbauer wasn't a fantastic athlete?
I don't think he was.
Yes.
I think he was. I think he was brilliant.
And those guys were hacking butts.
Exactly.
That's why Pele can score these goals. He's just running past
Yeah.
them. It's in his good genetics. These
Bro.
guys were hacking butts while they're playing. Oh,
Bro,
shoot.
the
Pele's
defenders
coming. They
didn't
gotta
care,
play.
bro. The referees wouldn't give them
Who
cards.
are the
They
fastest players in the
double
Prem
picks
today?
up
Who
and
are the
kill
fastest
you.
players in the Prem today?
Alanga?
Excuse me? Do you know the fastest player in the Prem today is Van de Ven?
It's
Van de Ven.
Alanga's up there, though.
Van de Ven's the fastest player in the
Alanga's
Prem.
up there, though.
Elanga is neat too.
You Van think de any of
Ven's
those
a
guys,
center back.
You think any of those guys back who used late, the strikers back in the day, were ever coming up against a player like Van de Ven?
Beckenbauer, yeah.
What?
Is Van de Ven even the best center back in his team?
He's quick.
No, he's quick though.
Whoa. A lot of center backs are quick.
Yeah, most of them are.
Nowadays.
Most of them are quick. Like, but the thing is, like, if you're asking me who I'm more scared to go against, I told you.
Yeah,
They're a
but
lot more
just like Van de
athletic.
Ven, insert mid player from the 50s. He's gonna break your legs. Doesn't matter if he's quick or not.
guys watch-
He's gonna break
and-
your legs.
and-
You're
you
gonna
guys
get
watch too
injured.
much
There's no modern medicine to heal you. Your career's done.
My
guys
bro.
watch
career's
too much
done.
film.
But if I have to go tat for tat, and if I need to bag, I'd put money on myself bagging easier in the 50s than I would today.
If your only rebuttal,
What do you mean no chance?
In my opinion, if your only rebuttal is that back then they could get fouled, they can get hurt. If that's your only rebuttal, when he says they're faster, they're stronger, they're more athletic, they've been defending more of the life, they've been doing this for longer. they
I'm
know
a
how to
better
defend.
footballer.
They're a better football. If your only rebuttal is, oh, back then they could get hacked.
You want me to finish?
I'm sorry, that's it.
You want me to finish?
What else? What else do they have?
So we complain when there's a little bobble on the pitch. Yeah, back in the days, they're playing on cow pastures, bro.
Doesn't matter, bro.
The pitch was bumpy.
It's fine. I'll smell the manure, bro. It'll get me going.
Bro, you know when you're on a plane, you feel turbulence? That's how the pitch was feeling like, bro.
Give it to me, bro.
That's
The ball was...
That's worse for
Give it to
a
me.
player that with the ball to their feet. Defenders don't have balls to their feet when they're
Yeah,
playing.
but you're a striker, so you have to be able to play with the ball at your
so
feet.
as a
sniffing
defender,
out the pass.
it's better for you when a player is running up against you and there's lack of
Bobbles.
control on the floor for him.
That means you have to be better as a
It's
player.
easier
I
for you
am.
as a defender to defend that when
am.
they have no ball
I'm
control.
saying, what are you more scared of?
I'm coming from 18 years of training at the highest level. I'm in Cobham. I'm coming from the highest level of academy football, and you're teleporting me back to the 50s. I'm cooking.
Your touch will be cooked, bro.
I'm cooking, bro.
The ball was a square.
Doesn't
dog.
matter, bro. Give me a little bit of time to adjust, and bro, I'll kick the ball against the brick wall for a bit. My touch is
Bro,
bad.
on a wet day, that ball comes to you, you're getting bruised just like that.
Good.
Okay, then why
Good.
can't you bring those players to modern football?
They wouldn't
Why not?
last.
How would they do? How
They
would they
wouldn't
do?
last.
The advancements in sports medicine, training,
no, no,
everything
no,
is way better.
Just how they were.
No advancements.
Now
You're-
you're
why
changing.
you-
Now
you're
changing
teleporting
arguments.
them.
Why you adding stuff from now?
What do you mean?
No,
You're
bring them how
teleporting.
they are.
You revive them from the dead.
As is.
Yeah.
Back to when they were in their prime.
Yeah.
You bring them to the next pitch.
As is.
As
Wow,
is.
this is amazing. The field is a carpet. The ball's circular.
Like you said, they're
so much
hacking
easier.
butts.
Would they
probably have no
perform?
stamina.
So
Just
much
as
easier.
well.
Nah.
It'd be easier.
Would they?
Wouldn't.
They would
They
perform
wouldn't.
better than the defenders
Why wouldn't they?
nowadays.
If they were playing in those conditions back then and they come to 10 times more better than what they were playing back then,
Doesn't
you don't think
matter.
they would excel?
No, they wouldn't.
Wow.
Because they're not as good football players.
I think you'll have like like handfuls of players that would excel.
And
doesn't
the thing
I
is-
don't think you're gonna get like a whole group of players that are gonna be
Dude,
wow.
put it like this, right? You take me as is, right? You put me at the carpet. You put me at Wembley. You put me at any pitch in the world. It doesn't matter the conditions. I'm still not gonna hack it at that level, right? But if you take, a lad from Cobham 18 years
I'm not
old.
saying a lad from Cobham. I'm saying you right now.
18 years old, you bring him from Cobham and you put him at MCC, Maple Community Center. He's going to eat, bro. He's going to cook. He doesn't care if
Nowhere
there's
in my
a
statement did
bubble.
I say a lad from Cobham. I said you as a player.
Me as a player, yeah, but you're saying I'm a player from this era.
You right now as a player. You play
As-
football
in
right
this
now.
era, yeah,
You
in
as
the
a
era.
player right now. I'm not saying
Yeah.
you at Cobham.
What do you mean?
I'm saying your current ability, bro.
No,
What are you
you,
more
you,
scared?
you never said that. You
I
said,
said you as a player right now.
No, you didn't say that. You're saying a player from this era. You'd
I
be.
said you as a player.
Yeah,
No, you
I-
said from the era. You said,
said
would you
from
rather
this
be
era.
a striker from this
I said you
era?
as a player. Would you rather be
no,
against
you
defenders?
said from this
you
era.
Did not say that.
You said from this era.
Why would
said
yeah? Why would we
defenders.
talking about me?
Why would I be going up against defenders,
I wouldn't
bro?
do anything. I'm taking your
said
statement.
you
You
as
as
a
a
player.
player, as
Either
an
way, I'm
athlete,
cooked.
as a professional.
Either way, I'm cooked.
We're not in that position as a professional, but he's taking it as
Yeah.
a player.
I'm saying-
His thing is a player from Cobham. Like that's just
Yeah,
the
That's
player.
not
He's,
what my question was.
Well, dude, if
of course, I wouldn't do it with Beckenbauer defending me.
Either
That
way,
wasn't
I'm
my
cooked.
question. I said, what would you be more scared of? The defenders back then, 50s, 60s, 70s,
Van Dijk
or
or
2000s,
Beckenbauer?
2010s, 2020s?
Who is more
What
scared
are
of?
you as a player
Now.
more scared of facing
now,
again?
Now.
now,
They're more scared of. I'm more scared to get killed in the 50s. But who would I rather go up against, like in an actual game where there's rules and everything?
50s.
The 50s.
Doesn't even matter about the rules. Let him hack me.
Like, yeah, I'm scared because I'm gonna get my leg
him hack me.
broken. But like,
I'll
are they
still
the
bag.
are they the better defender? No. Are they more athletic? No. Are they stronger? No.
I'll still bag, man.
And like this,
Hit me up.
anyone watching, this is not a diss to like the players from back then. We understand their greatness. We understand what they've gone through.
I mean, I understand that they would be better if
we
they
understand
had
exactly. We
if they had
understand
that.
if they were in the position now. Pele, if he had everything that was going on right now in football with all the advancement, bro, he would
2,000 goals.
4,000. Who knows how many goals he would score? You're right.
Yeah.
He would kill it if he had everything we had now.
Or he would.
But looking at it,
goals compared apparently.
we can only go off of what we
According
have
to the
now.
Olympics.
So
Yeah.
And FIFA.
I don't know. I think the aura from Van Dijk alone would scare me.
That's crazy, bro.
But I'm just going back. I think 2000s was the best era
For defenders or in general?
for defenders. 100%.
2000, early 2000s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Puyol. We had Nesta. You could go later Maldini. You could go Cannavaro,
Cordoba.
Cordoba.
Nesta.
Deschamps was a center back, right?
No.
Or,
He
no,
was-
not
he was-
Deschamps.
he was-
Blanc.
he was
Blanc.
the-
Was he
Blanc-
90s?
Blanc was in the 90s.
Nesta.
Oh, there's another one for you.
But pretty much all those guys you're talking
Cannavaro.
about, those guys are just like, those are just Brexit.
I got 90
Not a lot of
CB,
technical
I got
ability
90
in there.
CBs over 2000.
Actually, yeah, Blanc was in the 90s.
I
That's
feel
another
like
good one there.
you almost go like, if you're looking at like 90s, like you're up
Coleman.
here probably in terms of like technical ability. And then I think in the 2000s, you take a little bit of a dip in terms of technical ability on the center backs.
Because
In the 2000s, it became a little bit more like
That's
Brexit.
when the 4-4-2
center
came
back doesn't really, you
prominent.
don't really need to do much. Just clear the ball. And then now I think you're starting to get back up to where like your center back needs to be like one of the most technical players in the field. Similar to probably how it was in the 90s, I would say. Because I think in the 2000s, you didn't necessarily need to have that. The style of play, like someone like a Nesta, like some of these other players, Cordoba, like sure, they're great defenders, but I don't think they had that same technical ability as like a Mateus, as like a Coleman, as like, you know, if you're looking at modern times, some of like these ball playing center backs who are just like
How much Matias film have you watched?
a lot, bro. A lot of Mateus film, bro. But these guys, you know what I mean? They're technically strong. Now, like in the 2000s, like do you think, let's say for example, you can pluck Nesta and put him in center mid, and he would thrive?
Why does he have to play center mid?
I'm asking you a
Mateus
question.
came from center mid to center back.
I'm asking you, if you put him in center mid, you think you'd be able to, let's say, thrive and
That
do a
doesn't make
shift
that
there?
doesn't make sense. I'm talking about defenders here.
I'm asking you a question,
Can he pass the ball? Yes.
but do you think he'd be able to play center mid?
He doesn't have to play center mid. What's the question there?
That's my question. Do you think he'd be able to play
Why?
center
Because
mid?
Mateus could play center mid.
I'm not talking
Nesta
about,
has
I'm
to
not
play
talking
center
about
mid.
Mateus, man.
Who plays center mid nowadays or in the
Can you
90s?
just answer my question,
It's
man?
just a question, bro.
But that's a
Go
dumb
somewhere.
question.
Just
It's a
trying
dumb,
to
it's a
go
dumb question.
somewhere, man.
It's a dumb question.
Okay.
Obviously, you
Okay.
can't play in the center
Okay,
mid.
you can't play center mid. Thank you. That's all I wanted you to say. But nowadays, a lot of times your center backs,
Who?
they're almost having to step into more of a center mid like position.
Who?
Right? You're looking at a Jonathan
Garcia.
Stones.
But we're talking about. I'm
Right?
talking about elite center backs right now.
Eric Garcia, bro. What are you talking about?
I'm sure there were center backs back in the day who weren't elite that could play in that center mid role.
Christensen, bro. What are you talking about?
Dude, some of these play, but now the thing is, like, these guys have to be a lot more technical because the way the game is like tactically evolved, you need to be a little bit more technical. But you know what? You're nowhere near as good of a defender. I don't know what I prefer. I think I think I'd be most scared, to go back to his question, to go up against the defenders of the 2000s.
best defending defenders.
Exactly, because that's what you'd be scared about. You would like nowadays. Okay, you get some pace, they can pass a ball, but I'm not really as scared. You know what I mean? But in the 2000s, like I'd be pretty scared.
Talking about 2000s.
He
No,
was.
he's saying
Jay
if,
was.
if 2000 was part of it, he would choose 2000.
Yeah.
But 2000s would be like modern football.
Yeah.
No, like 2000. Like if I'm going from the year 2000 to 2010,
It's
that's like where I'm not.
pre-modern,
That's
no?
where I wouldn't want to go, if I was a striker.
So before and after 2000.
It's the hardest time to score, is what he's pretty much saying.
pre-modern era, basically.
But 2010s and after, I feel a little more comfortable.
I don't know.
A little more space on the ball, time on the ball, I should say.
I guess.
There's so much excellence pre 2000. Like I'm even just thinking in my head right now. Some early 2000s strikers that have retired already, had some time to age in our heads, like Crespo doesn't crack top 10 strikers of all time. Ruud van Nistelrooy doesn't crack top 10 strikers of all time. Del Piero doesn't crack top 10 strikers of all time. Who else we got?
That person.
Raul doesn't crack top 10 strikers of all time.
But in your terms, what defines a top striker for you? Is it a number of goals?
Everything.
What is-
Ability, goals, trophies. You get a general ranking from the public, from journalists, from former players. The guys I named don't make the top 10.
But the thing is, former players. Who are these former players you're talking about? Are their idols not those guys that you're saying are the best of all time? They're not saying, oh, Van Persie's not saying. Who do you think Van Persie's idol is as a striker?
Van Basten?
Okay, those guys are the guys that are going to get recognized as some of the greats. But look at the players today, growing up, and let's say in 20 years from now, who are their idols going to be? Are they going to say Van Basten was my idol, or he's better than Van Persie because he probably grew while watching Van Persie play?
And that's why when I want to go really back to what I said about Wayne Rooney. I'm sure he gets his flowers, but I'm saying like even down saying it now, like how players like Van Persie, Wayne Rooney, back their idols were those players from back then. Right now, I don't think yet people are saying my idol was Wayne Rooney when I was watching. I think a
Everyone
couple
calls
years-
him the best English striker ever.
But
the best
players
English
now,
player
like,
ever.
like young players now are not saying Wayne Rooney is who I looked up to. I think in a couple years from now they'll say that. People are
No,
still
some
prob-
today, some today.
Probably slowly, but like I'm saying, like that's not the general.
This
No,
is
no,
around the time. If people
no.
are saying Ronaldo, then they'd watch Rooney.
Because people are
play.
still saying Ronaldo, people are still saying Messi.
But
people are saying,
if they're saying those players, then they've watched Rooney play.
I guess it's true.
But the thing is that like
It's
before players were like, how can I say it? Like when you saw like some of the greats in the early 2000s, late 90s, they were just greats. There were like a handful of players who were like up here at the top. You didn't see Ballon d'Or winners going back to back to back, winning 6 in a row, 4 in a, sorry, not 6 in a row, but winning 5, winning 6, winning 7, winning 8. The fact that you have outliers like Messi and Ronaldo is also the reason why you don't see many players have other options as their idol, because they're always going to be either Messi, it's always going to be either Ronaldo, because they were the greatest of all time and they were at the highest level where football while they were playing was here. Where I think like it's hard to really say like football for us, our greats are Messi, Ronaldo, right?
Yeah.
Back in the day, their greats back then, there was like 10, 15 players who they can pick and choose from. We also had those players we can pick and choose from, but we didn't take those players that we can pick and choose from into consideration because we had Messi and Ronaldo. Because we had those guys all the way up here. If Messi and Ronaldo were at the same level as Wayne Rooney, Henry, and all those guys playing at the same time, or who's more relevant? Van Persie, let's say another good striker too. Let's say they were all just kind of winning Ballon d'Ors here and there, but it wasn't only Messi and Ronaldo. We'd have a lot more players be noticed more. But because we're living in the Messi Ronaldo era, we don't really consider them as
Yeah, we think our era is shit.
The era doesn't seem as great
As
because
great
there isn't
because
as
there's
many
only-
people with accolades.
because our top is Messi Ronaldo. That's our top. Back then, their top was a shit ton of players, like we said.
Every year is a different Ballon d'Or winner for the most part, right? So it's like you
Defenders are
almost
being
had
noticed.
more-
Midfielders are being noticed. Goalkeepers are being noticed. Now we say, oh, midfielder wins the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
Back then, dude, a player like Rodri back then was probably can compete like with Matias and be considered as one of the greatest. And we'd be saying, oh, look, dude, Rodri was crazy.
Now no one
We don't
rates him.
we don't care about that now because we have Messi and Ronaldo to look up to. That's our greatest of all time. So like our ceiling for greatness is so much higher that we can't really compare that to like everyone else. And it's not fair because you see other players who don't really get the benefit that they deserve or the shots that they deserve.
That's
a good
emotional.
statement.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're born in the Messi Ronaldo era, or
That's
just
why
look
I
through
don't.
it, right?
I don't. Sometimes you kind of have to remove Messi and Ronaldo out of the argument because yeah, they're the greatest of all time, so they're outliers.
So
Under that is what I can compare to like the late 90s, early 90s.
Damn.
So what's the
take.
cutoff year for kids born in which they wouldn't have really seen Messi and Ronaldo play? You talking like 2018, like before that a little bit?
My nephew
No.
was
Probably
born 2017,
2015?
and they're already saying like Messi. They're asking me who's your favorite Messi Ronaldo, and he's saying not Messi's better. Messi's better. He doesn't necessarily watch football as much as we've watched it, or watches it now. Probably watched a couple of videos of highlights and stuff, but it's all the media we see, all the video games who have Messi in it. Fortnite, you know, like, has Messi in it. No, even if you didn't see it, but like the name is there. Messi's branded everywhere.
Huge
more
brand.
than Ronaldo,
I think
right? T-shirts. He has all the T-shirts. He has all the stuff. The soccer balls.
their greatness, Messi, Ronaldo's greatness, will spew into different generations going forward for a while. Until like people are gonna be like, okay. I don't think you'll ever hear anyone say who's Messi, who's Ronaldo, but it's good. It's gonna take some time until their excellence is
They're gonna be like
not non-existent, but like okay, we understand, but now who's next?
They're gonna be like Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
Michael Jordan's forever a GOAT because of his brand.
exactly.
Yeah.
Look at Ronaldo and Messi's brand right now. I think that's way bigger than what Jordan is. I know Jordan's shoe's huge, but Messi and Ronaldo's brand is massive. You could just go look
Yeah.
at their follows on Instagram by itself.
You know what? I'm kind of mad at Ronaldo and Messi now because you know what? Because of their excellence, I wasn't really able to enjoy other excellence.
That was your choice, though.
we
Yeah,
didn't
that's on you,
really
bro.
we didn't really think of the greatness of other
Speak
players
for
we
yourself,
had,
bro.
You know?
Yeah, no one was watching.
I think the ship has sailed for Rooney to be players' idols, like new academy players.
It's impossible because, like, for Andrew to say what's his name, Sir
Bobby.
Sir Bobby, like that's bullshit to me. That's fucking bullshit.
That was
I
just,
can't believe you
Someone
said
just told him to say that so he can fucking have a good laugh about it and everyone can just mention and then just be the topic of the discussion for the year.
He backs it though.
But besides that, like, yeah, if someone says anyone else besides Ronaldo or Messi, it's kind of like, oh shit. But like then you're like, oh, you're right. Like that guy was a baller. Like it's
Yeah,
good for
yeah.
like a striker to say that guy. Like a Van Persie is my idol. Like of course, dude. Like that guy was a bagsman.
Yeah.
The guy was running. Although he didn't have maybe didn't win as much with like Arsenal. He had a good season at United. Could have done a little bit more with Netherlands, but as a footballer, that guy was quality. You know, in a couple years from now, if someone says my idol is Griezmann, would you be like, oh shit, like really, dude? Like Messi, Ronaldo was there. It's like, but then you're like,
IQ.
but then you're like, dude, you're right. Like Griezmann is fucking sick.
top notch.
Yeah, like
Like-
nowadays, like, not that I get more like have more respect for players that say it, but like when I hear people say, "Oh yeah, who's your favorite player?" Oh, Ronaldo, Messi, and then there's a lot of Neymars now.
I kinda
But
hate
if-
hearing
But
that.
if I hear someone say like, "Oh yeah, Wayne Rooney was nice," or like a Van Persie, was like, "Oh shit, this guy, okay, you actually know something." Like
Yeah, I'd
when
rather hear that.
As I'm saying, I'm getting kind of cheesed that I'm hearing Ronaldo, Messi, Neymar too much. Like if I hear Van Persie or like some of those other players, cheeky players, like
Persie.
you're like, oh shit,
Hold
this
on.
No
guy's
one's
not-
saying
You gotta talk
that.
to some older people, bro.
Yeah.
When
I'm
you
just
hear
saying.
when you hear Messi, Ronaldo, or Neymar, you're like that guy does no ball.
That's what I'm
No,
saying. That's what
don't
I'm
put
saying.
Neymar in that conversation.
No, but Neymar is part of that.
No, but
he kind of
He
is.
came a little later though. I think the ship is sailing a bit for Messi or Ronaldo, because a lot of young ballers now are saying like Neymar. They're saying
Yeah, Bob.
Hazard.
Yeah.
So,
The thing is that maybe those guys are smart because
for the
you can watch Ronaldo tape, you can watch Messi tape, but whose game can you really model your game by?
Yes,
As a winger, can you really model your game by Ronaldo nowadays? No, he's not a winger anymore.
Winger
Maybe from the
turned
older
striker.
days, but like that's what just quick dribbling.
Quick feet.
Messi, you can't really
Game's
model your
changed,
game
too.
by unless you're like some wonder kid who just tries dribbling through cones every single day that he's alive. Like besides that, like you can look through a Neymar, through a Hazard, through a Sanchez, maybe.
They're easier idols. Yeah,
I agree.
crazy chat.
Yeah.
end it off, little guy.
Crazy chat.
Unless we got something else. End it off, little guy. Go, James.
No, I mean, hey, thanks everybody for tuning in. That was a very heated little debate there at the end. Sense the animosity kind of across the room. But yeah, a great first weekend of all the leagues fully back. I know for myself it wasn't the greatest of weekends, but it's good to have football back. Champions League will be back soon. International break will be back soon. Everybody's favorite time. And obviously the transfer window wrapping up this week as well. Will there be more big moves? Who knows? Hopefully
Probably.
for my club, maybe not. But yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. You know who we are. Like, comment, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on Twitter. And we'll see you guys in the next one.
See ya.
Good culture, man.
Later, boys. Ciao, ciao.
Cheers.